Hey there, I'm Becca. This is Keith. And this is our home, Vagari, which means to wander. And that's the plan, to wander around the world on our sailboat. Morning coffee and breakfast with a view.
Got some coffee?
Yeah, I'll have some. This might be our last full day here because we're thinking of leaving tomorrow morning, so we're enjoying it with coffee and breakfast on the beach.
Vejiga de las ciruelas.
The sun is rising in Bahia de las Aguilas. We are finally leaving after, I don't know, I think it's been 3 weeks. Hopefully our coupler and motor and everything, hopefully that's all fixed. This will be our real test. We did motor around the anchorage a bit to look at it, but it was really calm conditions, so you know, everything looked good, but gotta put it to the test, I guess, to know for sure. Keith's bringing the anchor up and we will head out.
We're looking to get around a couple of those points on the end of the land there. I think you can see. That's where we're heading to.
Yeah, down to, I think we're gonna stop at a little island called Isla Vieja. Stop there and then kind of continue the journey tomorrow to Barahona, which is further east. So yeah, it's slow going at the moment, which is fine by us. It's calm, it's comfortable. It might get a little sporty later, so I think we're just enjoying the peacefulness of the morning as the sun rises.
Yeah, and it has been a stunning 3 weeks here.
It really has. I'll miss it. It's super remote, but yeah, it's been great though.
I mean, it's not an exaggeration to say that we did not we were here for 22 days, I think, total. I think only 2 days we actually interacted with other humans other than ourselves.
Yeah, the 2 days we went to
Pedernales, that was it.
The first time we went to kind of scope it out and get some groceries, and then the second time we went to go pick up our package and get some more groceries. I think other than that, it's literally just been the two of us.
How's the boat doing? What's our conditions and are you motoring?
Good. Yeah, motor is on. We're pulling out, I think, about 22 amps. And we're going about 3.5 to 4 knots. Very, very light ones. I don't even know what they are because they're not quite registering. Because this is our side where our
barely can keep our head sail open.
They're coming out of like 84 degrees or so at the moment, so pretty much east.
The issue
is about 225, so southwest at the moment until we turn past one of these points, and then we'll go southeast.
It has been a stunning experience. We've learned a lot about ourselves in the boat in these 3 weeks. We definitely probably want to have more food stores. We thought we had a lot, but definitely.
We did kind of have a lot.
We did have a lot, but we went through them all in 3 weeks, just 2 people. So we made a little bit more space in the interior of the boat for another room, another store of dry foods.
Yep.
Otherwise, we've had really, really good conditions, but it has been windy ass. Like, this bay is reasonably protected from the waves, but it easily blew 25 to 30. Almost 50% of the time we were here, I would estimate. It really
Very
did.
Consistent winds.
Yeah, we were making like maybe 1.5 kilowatts to 2 kilowatts on the wind generator. But the next little place we're going supposedly is a little bit more protected, and we shall see. But as we know, going east is not the easiest thing for us. But it is a beautiful sunrise, and we are in good spirits.
For sure.
Yeah, Isla Vieja.
How's it going? We made our turnaround Cabo Falso, which means
we
False
turned around
Cape.
the first false point, and we were heading towards the southernmost part of the DR, which is island, or I think it's the southernmost part. It's called Isla Vieja. We're making a little over 4 knots, pretty much under sail alone, head sail alone. Close to the right heading, we're about 11.5 nautical miles from our anchorage. Reasonably calm seas, maybe 3 to 4 feet, 10 to 12 knots of wind. Right now, probably basically dead east, and we're trying to go about 140 to 150. So we're not quite able to hold it because we don't have the mainsail up because we're not following our own rule of not being a lazy sailor. But it's a short sail today, and we got it until about noon before the wind gets really strong. So we should be able to make the next 12 miles in about 3 to 4 hours. And drop anchor there for the night, and then tomorrow we will probably move on to Barahona and become legally checked into the country. We have made it to Isla Vieja, which is on the very southern point of Dominican Republic, and we are here waiting. Well, Becca explained the rest of it.
Yeah, we got in yesterday, and we're leaving today, like this afternoon. But first, we have to go to land and get our paperwork. So apparently, this tiny island, no one lives on it, but there are some officials, I guess, and they came out to our boat yesterday and told us we need some paperwork to go from here back to the mainland, or the main island, to Barahona. So we're going to pick up that paperwork today, but we're being a little lazy and don't feel like getting the dinghy down because it's so short and we're only going there to pick up paperwork. So we'll put the dinghy down and then put it right back up on deck, and it's a bit of work. So instead we're gonna attempt to just swim to land and swim back with our paperwork. So we have like a dry bag to put everything in to hopefully keep all the documents dry and then make it there and back. So I don't know, we'll see. It's a little rainy and cloudy today. Yesterday it was much sunnier. So.
That's actually the first day in the 3.5 weeks we've been here. It's been really cloudy.
Cloudy,
actually.
Yeah, it's weird. So I don't know. So yeah, I think it'll be fine. I mean, it's not that far. The water's calm. So
it's probably a little over 2 football fields probably to swim. So we'll probably hopefully we'll make it there in about, I don't know, maybe take us 6 to 8 minutes, maybe, I guess. Swim.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be bad. I think
For those who don't know, I'm a terrible swimmer. So
I'm not the strongest. So.
Yeah, you're much better. Anyways, all right, all good. We'll see how we go.
Okay. So this is the cute island. It has some palm trees, little fishing huts, fishing boats, etc. So yeah, but as you can see, it's cloudy today and a little rainy and dark. So bummer I didn't take any footage yesterday, but yeah. So we're gonna attempt to swim that there. Shouldn't be too bad. The water's pretty. It's beautiful blue, just like the other spot. So yep. All right, time for a morning dip. Okay, well that was successful.
Yeah, that was successful. We swam to shore. It took us probably about 8 minutes, and then walked about 5 and along this like shanty fishing village. It's lovely, people look nice. And then we made it to the one official building on this island, which is the customs building, and got our paperwork, basically our coast-wise clearance. So we are in good shape.
Yep. So now we swim back to the boat and we can head out to Barahona.
Back to the boat and head to Barahona.
between the main island of the Dominican Republic and the Isla Vieja, where we stopped there, and they say that channel is like a beast to get through because you have the current against you, you have winds on the nose, it's shallow, so it's choppy with the waves, all that stuff. And then pretty funny actually, we saw another sailboat go by. It's like the first boat we've seen in a while, and Keith radios as we were still at anchor and asks how the conditions are, and he's like single-handing, he sounded French almost, seems salty because he's like, it's 25 knots on the nose, it's perfect, now's the time, get through the channel. And it's like, he was right, he said he's done it a few times, and it's like, those are like the best conditions you're gonna get. So he's like, it's 25 knots on the nose, go now, this is it, this is your window, which we were planning on going anyway, so it just kind of reaffirmed like that it was the right time to pull up the anchor and head out. So, and we're glad we did because we made it through the channel, and it was actually really nice sailing through the channel for the conditions we had. So yeah, we should be at Verona in the morning. It's like
we're we're only going like 3.5 to 4 knots because this sail is only about 60 miles, but we couldn't do it in the daytime hours. So basically, slow roll it left midday, and I'm gonna go as close to 3 to 4 knots overnight, and then get in early in the morning.
yeah, that's the plan. We have arrived in Barahona, and this is it. I mean, this is the anchorage anyway. Let me see. I'll turn this around and show you guys. Thankfully, it's really well protected from any swell, so calm anchorage, which is lovely for sleeping and living. That is a tiny marina over there. I don't even know, a few boats, most of which look like they're being worked on. And there's a little beach bar there as well. And then the main town is over that way. So we will venture out and see what all they have to offer. The officials came to the boat though, and we are officially checked in, so we are no longer illegal in the Dominican Republic, which is nice, so we're free to roam. How's the beer?
Cold and delicious.
Refreshing.
Light.
Ooh,
very
yum, yum.
tasty.
Yeah, we ended up in this little spot that we read about on a random website as a place to eat here in Barahona, which is apparently really known for its food and drink and everything else. So we're trying to enjoy it while we're here. And this cute little, they brought the beer out in this little wooden carafe type thing. So they have these grande beers here. You can see it's huge. That you usually split at the table. So
Very
we
tasty.
shall partake.
And we're gonna have the daily specials. And this is a restaurant that is known by the locals and enjoyed by the locals. Not some of the places we go are nicer, more for tourists. This one is supposed to be.
This is a local spot. It looks like we got some rice and beans, a little salad, and I think he said this is pork.
Mm-hmm.
He said it's a typical Dominican dish. How is it?
Oh, the pork is really good.
Good?
Yeah. Wow.
All right, I'm gonna dig in. We are trying to figure out the citrus situation because they have sour oranges, sweet oranges that they call chichina. Then they have these lemons. Some are sour, some are also sweet. They're saying this is a sweet lemon, which is confusing. Don't know what a sweet lemon would be.
It looks like an orange.
It does kind of look like an orange. So I don't know. We're gonna give them a try and see. Okay, taste it. Tell me what
I
you
already
think.
because of lemon. I've heard lemon. My mouth's already puckering.
That's weird. That's very odd. It is lemon, but it's not.
I told you, it's a different freaking food. Never had it before in my life.
Well, it does taste like lemon.
Yeah, no, I've never had this before.
But it's like a sweet lemon. I don't know how to describe it.
I would try it.
I'm glad we got 2 to try, but I don't think I would buy. They're usually sold by the dozen. I don't think I would have grabbed a dozen, so I'm glad the guy just took a couple pesos from us so we could try them.
All right, let me wash it.
All right, time to move on.
Move on.
They would not let us take the cart from the grocery store to borrow it to get it back to our boat, so we are bringing one of the workers with us so that he can return the cart because they didn't trust us. So kind of funny, but we'll get there. We just bought too much to carry. This is 2 runs today in the dinghy to get stuff at the store.
We're both using steam.
Yeah, we might not be able to do another run until tomorrow, but we're basically re-provisioning, filling up all of our stores because we went through them when we were like living in Bahia de las Aguilas and in Jamaica because Jamaica was expensive. So
Yeah, it was just time to turn over our
yeah,
stores.
time to turn over. It's been 10 months, so it's just good to buy all new canned stuff. We went through pretty much everything we owned anyway, and new rice, new flour, sugar. We went through all of it, so just restocking. I guess we do this probably once a year. I guess it seems. Yeah. All right. Now to get all these food items where they belong in the boat. So this is why the citrus is so confusing. We don't even have all of the citrus that they sell at the market, but these that look lime-like are actually, they call it China, which is like the sweet orange, and they're delicious and they make an awesome juice. And they're probably the most like what we would think of an orange, but they're slightly different in flavor. This is a sweet lemon, which neither one of us liked. They also sell sour lemons. And then this is an orange, but it's sour. It's a sour orange, and they use it to tenderize and marinate meats in. So even though it looks like our orange, it does not taste good. We made that mistake. This one is meant to be eaten, but we don't like it. And these ones you would think are lime, and they are not. They're like a sweet orange. And then, yeah, we're missing a couple other citruses that they have. They have sour lemons. They have, I don't even know, what else do they have? They had a few others, I feel like. They had actual limes, which are green, but they're much, much smaller. So, yeah, that's the confusing citrus situation.
Here we are coming into Salina in the DR. It was a little bit of an eventful sail because it's always eventful around here. And this is the water coming in, looking in. Been pretty much on this tack back and forth, beaten all the way overnight. It took us about 15 hours to make 30 miles good. We had to sail about 50 miles. But we're about 2 miles away from getting in right now, and we're going to get in and tuck in and stay safe because there's going to be some blows for a couple days. The autopilot did not work on this passage, so we had to hand steer. That's about the only thing we've had to deal with.
We are in Bahia de las Calderas, which is further east from where we were in Barahona. We sailed overnight and arrived yesterday. So today, we kind of like got in and we were exhausted. We got in a little before noon. So we just dropped anchor and kind of chilled out. The officials came to the boat yesterday, so they know we are here. We are all clear to go to land and hang out. So this is the town of Las Salinas over here. So that's where we're gonna go explore a little, I guess. We're not really sure what all there is to do here, but it seems like it might be a cool little spot. So first step is getting this dinghy down so that we can go to shore. Random goat by the salt flats.
Pretty blowy in here where we're anchored at. Supposedly we met some other sailors. Actually, our first cruisers we've actually spoken with really since Honduras.
Yeah.
And then he said that they had seen 47 knots in here.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Been here. That's a lot we got anchored at. However, we got all the way up in, tucked in there, and
yeah, we're pretty protected.
I feel pretty good about where we're at.
So, I guess that's all the sea salt that they've harvested. Or I don't know, do you harvest sea salt? Like, what's
Yeah, so
the...
I don't know what happens. I'm not an expert, but I imagine that they either pump or get salt water into there, and then eventually the sun just evaporates.
Right, I know, but I was talking about specifically the word harvest. And like, what do you call it? Is it harvesting?
It's mining sea salt.
Mining sea salt?
Saturday, the 9th of April, it's going to be going off. Maria Diaz and Crispy.
We won't be here for that. But sounds like a party. Try to pierce it through with a stick and make a new flip-flop. Meanwhile, Keith is barefoot. Goodbye. I'm wearing his flip-flops. This was clever. So first we just tried to poke it back down through and tie it, but then it would pop back up. So now Keith made a full-on sand line. It's just long enough. Look at that. So we are making like the locals and hanging out in a colmado, which is basically a convenience store, but has a bar, and it's like where the locals hang all day and just chill out. So you kind of just drink a beer and then you pick up the groceries you need on your way out the door.
They got tuna and oil and
Do they have canned tuna over there? Yeah. Yeah, kind of neat. It looks good, huh?
Yeah.
We decided to stop for lunch while we wait for our paperwork to go to our next port, which we're hoping to go to Boca Chica tomorrow, so we're grabbing lunch while we wait. This is lambi, which we think is the same thing as conch.
Something like something like a conch ceviche.
Yeah, and some tostones, which are basically fried plantains. So looks good. What do you think?
I think it's excellent.
Excellent. Ooh, I'm excited. Okay.
Oh man, it's really good.
We're out here looking for the sand dunes. We're just trying to kill time until we can get our paperwork. And there's supposedly sand dunes on this side of town, so we're looking for those. But we came across this sign that says cerveza that way, which is beer. So might have to check that out later. I don't know. The gate looks closed though, so I think we'll go up here, and I think that might be the entrance to the sand dunes. Getting windy.
Yeah.
We didn't exactly plan for the dunes, so we're not wearing proper attire. We have flip-flops on and the sand's a little hot on the feet, and we don't have long pants or long shirts on, so that's alright. Do the best we can.
Hanging in there.
Hanging in. Whew. Okay, we just climbed up there, and it opened up into this. Okay, so we are anchored over on this side here. You can't see our boat.
Yeah, we're right over here, basically behind these dunes.
Yeah, and then we climbed up through here. through this mess with not the right clothing on or footwear. And then we have this amazing sand dune beach out to the ocean. Yeah, we'll sail by. Run for it! Get your shoes back on! Woo! Did that work better?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna try it. Oh my god, we need to talk about what just happened. First of all, we got our paperwork so that we can go to our next port in the morning. So we are like prepping food so that we just have like easy things to eat tomorrow. And I can't even breathe right now. It's so bad down here. Like the smell, I wish there was like smell-o-vision. It's so bad.
Okay,
It's like making me nauseous.
After making
We're trying to make
fried rice tonight, and we had a whole thing, and we
we're gonna
cracked
put
the
eggs
at the end, and the eggs we got, which
we
here
we just bought them like 2 hours ago. We just bought these eggs on our way home.
I'm not exaggerating. The smell is so
They're-
potent right now. We got everything open, and it's like
It just reeks
okay,
down
so
here.
these eggs were not refrigerated, and
Which is normal.
But we had to crack one, and it just exploded. It was fermented. Like the egg had
it had
actually
so much built
fermented,
up gas.
and it just
I guess we should have done a float test on them where you put them in water and if they float, they're bad.
and as soon as it opened,
Oh, it just was
it
putrid.
just putrid, and then it got all over the stove.
Oh, it
and
just
the whole-
smelled
the-
so bad.
an
We
entire
went into like
thing.
survival mode because neither one of us could breathe. It was so
Oh,
nasty.
it's so rank. It's so rank over there. It's just.
It gets into your nostrils and into the back of your throat, and then all you can do is like gag. Oh man. Okay.
It smells like. I don't know, Charlotte's Web. You remember Charlotte's Web?
Yeah.
When they were like, don't drop the egg because Templeton wants to have he has the dirty egg or the rotten egg, and they're like, Charlotte's like, don't let the eggs break because the rotten egg is terrible and it smells awful, and then it does break, and then you're like, oh. Anyway, I wish we could do a better job of explaining how grotesque it is, but it actually is
But I
legitimately
think
awful.
just know that it's been 20 minutes and the smell is no better. So that might give you an idea of just how bad it is.
No, the smell's no better with the diffuser, with
Febreze.
Febreze in here, and all the boat open, and it's legit. Doesn't even matter. Doesn't even matter.
Nothing. Ugh.
Alrighty, why don't you give us an update?
It is, I don't know, I think it's like 7 a.m. We left probably about a half hour ago from Las Salinas, heading to Boca Chica. It's supposed to be light winds, which is what we want because otherwise they're always heavy and out of the east, which is the direction we have to go. So we try to take like a lighter forecast. But it's been nice, it's really pretty here.
How's taking the lighter forecast worked out for us so far?
Not good. Any forecast just hasn't been great because we're trying to go east and everything's out of the east. So
Yeah, it is quite difficult moving east, but we are on our way again. We got to make about 70 miles today. Probably won't get it done during the day unless the winds are super helpful for us. But
and we don't go into anchorages at night.
so we'll probably have to stay out there tonight. But we will
Be there in the morning.
be there in the morning.
So We arrived in Boca Chica last night, and it's
Yeah.
been kind of a hassle since we've got here.
Yeah, honestly, the whole Dominican Republic, man, it's been beautiful country, and the officials have been mostly pleasant. But man, there's a lot of hoops that I won't go into, but man, and they are kind of sticklers for certain things that are really hard to do if you're a sailor.
Yeah.
But regardless, we are in Boca Chica for one more night.
I mean, it's beautiful, don't get me wrong. I mean, there's all these boats out here. Pretty awesome. It's like touristy, which is, you know, sometimes it's nice, sometimes it's not, but yeah, I don't know. The water's beautiful. We're gonna go check out the town now, but we're probably gonna leave tomorrow because they made us come into a marina, which is so not normal for us. So Vagari's on a dock. So
It's just it's worse. I mean, it's worse than so many. It's not honestly it is because it's uncomfortable where they got us. Anyway,
they won't let us anchor, so we're gonna head out.
We're gonna head out.
It's an unnecessary expense.
But it was time to move on anyways.
yeah.
We've had our month, so yeah, we're a couple of days away from it. This is actually a decent weather window. We made the decision kind of independent of it, and the weather looks good. So yeah, we're
Off
gonna
to
give
Puerto
it a go.
Rico. All right, but first we'll go explore the town. Okay, so Boca Chica is actually pretty cool.
Yeah, Boca Chica's.
I'm glad we decided to walk through the town.
We walked in the town.
It is the cutest beachside town, and just like the rest of the DR, they have these amazing juices.
Yeah, the juices,
everywhere. Just
the best
they're like
juices
$1,
in the world.
and they're just these amazing fruit juices
You've
everywhere.
got chinola, which is passion fruit, and I've got fresa, which is
Strawberry.
strawberry.
Yeah, interesting. They have their own words for some of the fruits. Like chinola is passion fruit, but normally in Spanish it's maracuya. So they have their own flavors. But it's a cool little vibe here.
All right, this is a big thing, right? This is our last pesos.
This is all we got left.
gotta leave
We're trying to
tomorrow.
get rid of
They're
it.
kicking us out of the
So we
country.
came to the bar and asked what we can get with 320 pesos.
He was not impressed.
The bartender is
Big
laughing at
spender.
us.
He
So
thought
he's
we were.
making us a concoction that's going to come up to exactly 320.
Bear in mind, a single small beer, which we were, so at some places you can get a big beer, which we could have split, which is like 20 ounces, so we could have split it for like 300 at a bar.
Yeah.
But here, the small beer, which is only a regular 12-ounce beer, which you could have split, was $2.75. So not cheap.
Which
for
it's
us.
because obviously we're like at the Marina Bar and it's highfalutin here.